Hello, operators. Welcome back. I am Leonidas. This is Nuclearis version 2.0, patch 189, and I'm trying a whole lot of new stuff. You're going to notice that there's a missing icon in my menu right here. Yeah, normally it says, let's see, continue? I don't have a continue. Why? Because I deleted every single one of my save files. Yep, that's what we did. This is a testing series. It's not going to be like a fun play series, I guess. I don't have an agenda. Oh, I hear rain. Do you hear it? I hear it in the game. It's rain. It's raining outside. Anyway, so I am trying something new. I am trying a whole bunch of new things. I am doing a different mic setup. I am trying different audio setup. I'm trying running in windowed mode instead of full screen to see if that helps the visual glitches and such. So anyway, a whole lot of new things. Please give feedback. But what we're doing here today is I'm going to test the startup. This is patch 189. We have a new setup here with the steam generator. And this return flow plus condense, we're going to talk about what that is. Anyway, I'm just going to test stuff. This is more for me than it is for you all. And so you just get to watch me do it. It might be boring. I don't know. If you're looking for excitement, I don't know. Go check one of my other videos. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just me testing things and recording it so you all can see how I do it. So let's get into it. There's a couple things that I want to test first. And those things are, first we need to test our startup method. I've been getting the steam generator bug, and I think with the new calculations we need to change a couple things. So I want to test that. And then I want to test kind of running it and trying something new with the chemicals. Oh, I need to be checking this. And the, oh yeah, we are way beyond, way beyond. That should have been closed a long time ago. I got distracted talking. And we need, in fact, we're going to refill it. We need to test trying to keep the reactivity below 3 on our iodine. I'm going to test using a higher temperature, around 330 instead of 300, and a slightly lower boron concentration. Yeah, lots of different things we're going to test today. So let's, anyway, so I'm just going to get into it. How far did we go? That's fine. We're 12 lower than we meant to be, but I think it'll be all right. All right, so I'm going through my checklist here. Oh, I'm also checking a new audio setup. You guys should not be able to hear my keyboard or my heavy breathing as much again, because you know when things are working fine, let's test them and break them, and if it works fine, let's fix it till it's not. Right? Good job, Leonidas. All right, so I need to be boron dosing. Let's do that. Let's go 50. So I think I'm going to try shutting that off at 3,000 this time. That's what I'm going to do. Go through my checklist here. External power on. Generators, manual, okay. Pressure determines that. Yes, I do that out of order. Condenser vacuum on. Resistor bank on. Bypass it to 0 MSCV. We're going to start that at 0. And one of the first startup things I'm going to do is set my, instead of opening this at 15, I'm going to set it to 10. My primary when I first start my reactor, pull rods and things. See how that goes. So yeah. I don't know if I'm going to edit this video because of how long it's going to be. So some stuff might be boring. You guys might have to force fast forward on your own a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how much effort I want to put into it. Again, this is normally testing I do off screen, and I'm just doing it so you all can see what I'm going through and maybe point things out to me and tell me where I'm going wrong, give me ideas, see how I do things, all that. Behind the curtain, if you will. All right, so make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I think we're good. Okay, I also have a new mouse pad that's sloped down, which is why it keeps sliding down, and that's why I keep looking up. So all sorts of new things. It's supposed to be ergonomic. I don't know, whatever. Okay, load fuel. No fireworks. Nope, we're good. All right, so let's do our usual 90. I actually want to go a little higher than 93, but no. Let's do 90. Yeah, because I think that's what I do with chemicals, right? Right. Okay. 900. Oh, I forgot to start circulating. I know, I'm going to get an alarm. Just everybody chill. Chill, chill. We'll do 10. By everybody, I mean the computer that's going to yell at me. Primary pump. I know, see? Yep. See, that's what they're worried about. Oh, sorry. I just smacked my mic. Sorry, everybody. Okay. I forgot to do this. Man, so much for following a checklist, huh? Sheesh. Okay. Take a look. Okay, so it's coming up well. Should be starting to get steam. No, not yet. Okay. Interesting. So we're already boiling before we're even at 100. That's new. That's different. One of the things I also was gonna try was cutting this off early at or well, not cutting it off, opening my MSCV at 50 instead of 60. But one thing at a time. So I want to try primary at 10 and see how that goes. Let's request start from this. Not yet. No, I don't think yet. That would be too early. So normally I wait till this gets to 60, but it seems like with the new calculations, I've been hitting the steam generator bug more frequently. So, oh no, I'm going to stay with 60 still. I'll leave this at 10 and see if that does it. If it doesn't, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to shut this down, restart it, and try it again. So, again, prepare for boring, because this is testing. This is what we do. D9. Wait for that 60. Oh, I didn't prime my pump. I didn't prime my pump. The new thing. So I'm gonna crank this way up. That is a new thing in this. Uh, you'll notice that this number is 0. And this is not going up yet. Um, you now have to prime your pumps, your secondary pumps, before they'll start doing stuff. Okay, so I think we've messed up a few things. I'm gonna let this go and see if we hit the steam gen bug or not. This temperature's staying pretty mild. It's not over 300. Yet this steel is now picking up pace a little bit. Okay, so it is there. So let's go slow. Okay, so we'll stop that. Is this coming down? Nope. So this is going to continue to climb and not stop, I think. So I think I'm in the steam gen bug. Let's go triple speed and see what happens. Oh no, it did come back down. Okay. So that's good news. Yep, and then that bounced right back up. Bounced up fast. Ooh. Okay, so notice how much higher this is than that number is. And same here. We're not getting enough heat. Have we started cooling off? Oh, yes, we have. By a lot. Right? Yeah. By a lot, a lot. So that needs to go up. This is well below 3. 2.7, I think, is what we're aiming for. But that needs to keep coming way up. Oh, I forget? Where are we at here? We're getting close. So let's slow this down to about 25. No, I need this way higher. What are we doing here? Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Ooh, did I stall this out? No. Oh, because it's so cold. That's what's happening here. These are pretty close, so that's going to maintain a balance. This is higher than I normally get. So I'm just observing these things, right? This is a very low temperature compared to what I'm used to. Not a very low, but a pretty low pressure compared to what I'm used to. This is very high compared to what I'm used to. And this is probably a product of these two, particularly the temperature. Okay, so now we're burning off more steam than what we're putting in. So this should start going down overall. That's going very slowly. Okay, we are heating up, but not as quickly. Oh, let's run over and check what our yeah, let's go to 3,000 and stop. 29 was one of the ones I wanted to. That's okay. It's all right. Get that temperature up. Okay. So actually, I'm going to set this to about 10 now. Maybe, yeah, let's go 10. Still coming up. Good. We're aiming for 3. I even forgot what I said at the beginning of this. 330 or 300? I think 330. That's what I want to do. 330. No, we're at 300. Try and keep as many things the same from before. Okay, so this is coming back down, and I'm okay with that. This is coming up to 50, which I want to be 10 times this. That was because this was so cold while we were having issues there. Run back over here. What I'm looking now is for, we'll get one more. There it is. So now we're going to shut this off. Okay, so we're done dosing. Done dosing. And this needs to come up quite a bit. Maybe not that high. Yeah, probably not that high. Yeah, not that high. Let's go, I don't know, 73, maybe? Okay, so we're just gonna let that rip. We're in the new hour, so now we'll request to start operations. Because I also need to test meeting demand and doing all sorts of things. So maybe 75 was okay. Again, I want that around 2.7. What I'm aiming for. Thank you to all those who have joined my Discord and are helping me out with some of this testing and giving ideas and suggestions. I don't get to do a lot. Okay, so this is looking better. That's normal-ish. Normally I'm in the 50s. This is around 230, so we're still a little bit cold there. This is normally around 12,000, I think. It doesn't normal out until the 17s, which is kind of the middle for a little while. This is, yeah, this is expected. And yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to hang out there for a while. What is our current 2.67? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Triple speed. Okay, so that was a successful startup, and I think setting the primary to 10 worked well. Okay, so I've got my other colored pen here. Let's change that to cross that out. Now we're going to change that to 10. Again, sorry if you just heard me bump the mic again. If you if you saw my, oh no, I guess I took it down. I did a video and I showed a photo of my desk setup. My microphone is in between my keyboard and me, so I bump it sometimes. Sorry. I apologize to everybody. Okay, so looking pretty good there. What I'm thinking is, so when I did my, hang on, I gotta mute this. Don't want to cough in your ear. One of the things that I noticed in my initial, very first video I did, demonstrating this, trying to get these imbalances, these numbers jump a lot, and they're still doing that, which I don't love and I don't want. So, but this needle seems to be a little more accurate. I mean, it does waffle back and forth, and that's gone. So I wonder if we see how I'm testing all these different things at one time. Maybe we just focus on the needle more than this. I mean, these are pretty close, but sometimes this one's higher, sometimes this one's higher, sometimes they're right next to each other, sometimes the numbers are far apart from each other. So where are we at? 2. Okay, so 2.6. So I need to pull this a little bit. So let's just go maybe 3 and see what that brings us up to. It is climbing. Okay, so maybe if I brought it into 74. I didn't want it to go up, but it is. So maybe 2.7 is a little high for what I want. Oh, it is coming right back down. Okay, so it's just a temporary spike. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's connect Alt and Shift. One more. Good. Green, 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 green. Close. Excellent. Okay, so now we're just gonna. Now this is a lot closer also to what I came out at, or what I would normally come out at, prior to 188. Patch is 188 or 187, the one where we got this new update. Anyway, I forget which one it is. In the 170s. The last video I did and uploaded and showed this, I came in around 28 megawatts. Um, I think this was way higher. We're kind of falling somewhere on the. So I wonder if this needs to be lowered, because it looks like we're dumping in more water than steam overall. So why don't we bump this down? I don't know. Let's just try 1. And this hasn't moved much. Down a teeny bit. We'll go 1. Let's go 2. Yeah. Okay. 2.7. That's ideal. That's where I want to be at. And it'll take me a while to get to that equilibrium. 23, 24. This is coming up actually fairly fast. So let's slow that down. Oh, now we're way on the steam side. Well, okay, so let's not do that. Let's put that back. I don't know. Is that, I guess, close enough? Oh, no, now we're way on the water side. So, okay. So I guess it just took a minute to, because this is normally the ratio, right? The 5-to-1 or 5-to-1 ratio that I normally have. Well, now we're on the other side. Man, a lot of bouncing, a lot of waffling. So then, okay, let's keep all things relatively the same. Let's bring this up another 3. And when I say up, obviously I mean the rod height is coming up. This is how much is inside the core. Okay, so coming back down here, we're right around 23. You can also use this to see if it's trending up, down, bouncing. Right now it's just bouncing. So, yeah, see, now I'm on the steam side. So, this doesn't help much either. So this is not a whole lot better than these. Because if I'm having to change demand every hour and move these every hour, I can't wait for that to, take 12 hours to stabilize, to normalize. So let's say we wanted to get down to that 8. So let's do it. Let's go. I would normally do it by changing this to 4. And this should shoot this way over to the water side. But it doesn't look like way over. Okay, so that came down about 5. Normally I would have said 4, but that's still pretty close. And we're a little bit on the water side. I don't think we were over the line. Yeah, we're still on the right side of this line here in the middle greenish. So Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So that, all right. So then let's bring this back. Let's bring this down to 20. Yep, 20. That's about what I would normally set it at. Okay, so that brought it back to the middle. Bring it back to I'm assuming it's, oh, well, what? So now what? Is that going to come back? Ay, ay, ay. So why are we making so much steam? Oh, okay. Uh, I and we came up to? What did we come up to? Let's go down to 73. Let's see where that puts us. Doesn't touch it much. Okay, so we went from 18 to 20. Okay, this is back in the middle. That's good. How's our pressure? 49. That's a little closer to what I would normally have it at. Okay, well, I don't have a lot of extra. Um, let's do. You know what? One of the things that somebody was helping me test. Hang on, I gotta go read something. I'll be right back. Okay, I couldn't find what I was looking for, but that is all right. So, um, I, I wonder if I need less primary because the as I dump more in here from the secondary into the steam generator, it's cold, right? It's 42 degrees versus 222 degrees, and it cools things off. So the inverse is also true. The less I dump in, the less cooling effect it has, the more this temperature will rise. Well, to avoid that having kind of an, I don't say adverse, but having a noticeable effect, whenever I should bring less heat from the primary. Actually, while I'm down here, let's bring this up to another 0.5%. Um, so let's do that. Because I don't know. Because we're testing stuff and breaking things and figuring out what works and what doesn't. Let's go 15 and let's go 3. Okay, so I'm gonna get a big spike somewhere. Well, okay, apparently on the water side, which is normally indicative of cooling. It is going down, and that's because we reduced the primary. Still going down. So maybe I didn't. Oh, because I didn't actually move this. Ding dong. Warp warp. Yeah, no wonder it's on the water side. See what I have to work with here, you guys? Okay, and this dropped to 6 megawatts. 6. That's a lot of megawatts. Oh, look at me. Go me. Good job, team. Okay. Well, that's pretty close. Let's do 3. Nah, let's do 2. We just moved a bunch. I got a cough again. I think I'm starting to come down with something again. Nope. Exit. It didn't used to do that. Let's see. Iodine level's still good. Okay, it is coming back up. Okay, so this came back 1 megawatt. Well, now we're on the steam side. Okay, we're back almost to 222. We're back to about 50-ish. Okay. Can we go lower? Yeah. Oh, and we're up another megawatt. Where's that? That's got to be coming from this. This was around 19 to 20,000, right? So our balance is I mean, I don't know, it's generally the same. I guess I wouldn't expect it to be one for one exact. Same. How are we doing? Doing all right. Let's do another one. And I expect to have to fiddle with rods for the first little while. That's okay. Can I get down to 8? I don't think so. I don't think so. What should we do with our primary? Can I even go that low? Or am I going to stall this? Oh, yeah. Have we stalled? Are you coming back? We are on the precipice, my friends. 2.5 is typically where it stalls out. Oh, no, it's coming back. Why did pressure go up? Oh, because of the heat. Less cooling, more heat, which is why we're seeing a steam spike. So, but if I lower this even one, so actually, working this thing is not the most terrible thing in the world. It's not as bad as I thought. Maintaining, um, or meeting demand won't be as awful. I mean, this 8 is awful, but let's just do 72 minus 1. Okay, so that came down still. Yeah, this is definitely creeping up. We're up about 10 degrees. We're up about 3 bar. We're down here about 1,000 liters. Okay, so I haven't really been paying attention to these. Hopefully you guys have. Temperature, how are we doing? You are... Why are you hot? Wouldn't you be cold? No, I guess that's my steam gen temperature climbing upward. That makes a little sense, I suppose. Everything else look good? Yeah. Yeah. Everything's fine. It's okay. 10 megawatts. I don't think I can go lower than that because we dropped from, it was in the threes, right? Can I bring this down? I think if I hit 5, an alarm's going to go off. And bypass I'm still not using. Bypass I don't think is designed or programmed to be used during normal operations, kind of like resistor banks. And it messes with this, your steam outlet and your calculations, and then your system tries to uh, get to that equilibrium and factoring in your uh, bypass, which I don't think is good. No, it's still maintaining. We're down to 0.58. That's right on the edge, and it didn't lower much, did it? Okay, so this is back down to where we want it. So what's that ratio? That's like, all right. So 2 to 1, 2 secondary to 1 primary. That's pretty good. Now, if my core temperature was higher, this would be rough. Definitely be rough. Did I just do 4? I meant to do 3. It's fine. It's okay. My life consists of movie and show quotes a lot. I repeat them. Uh, one you've heard me use on my videos a lot is "It's okay, it's okay." With a, I don't know if it's a Spanish or Brazilian. I'll just call it Latin accent. Uh, I don't think anybody would ever guess what that's from. Sorry, that was me moving my mouse pad again. Still trying to figure out a way to make this work. With my mouse pad. Are we cooling? Nope. Bring it down, because that should help bring this number down too. I used to be able to get down to 8. Now I'm having a hard time. I guess I could cool that off, but that would defeat the other purpose. Okay, so now let's say we go to the other way. Let's say we wanted to get to 30 megawatts to meet demand. Okay, let's do it. So the first thing we would want is a little bit more heat, maybe 2. And then we'll go, I don't have a lot of steam already. So let's break this to 5 and let's take this to 3. So we'll lead with the water increasing first, even though it's a couple seconds. Well, apparently that didn't help. So we jumped to 6, 5. Okay. What? What do you want? What are you talking to me about? What do you want? Okay. Let's see if we've damaged anything. Okay. Normally I go on triple speed also. I'm not just... I don't know why I'm not. It's usually easier to see trends if I'm doing triple speed, I feel. And what my plan is to leave... to not touch boron. Even if I have to take these out past 50, I'm going to not touch the boron concentration. That's my goal. We'll see how that goal ends up. Okay, so we gained 5 megawatts there. All right, that's kind of impressive. We're in balance. Yeah, good. Okay, so let's add a little bit more heat, maybe 10. That's where we were before. And let's go 20. And let's go 4. And again, the only reason in previous update, or the previous version before this update, I didn't mess with primary hardly ever. The only time you would see me increase primary is if my steam outlet was not 4 times what my MSCV setting was, which meant I need more heat to create more steam and make that work. But now with the calculation changes, it looks like temperature has a bigger effect. So that's why I've been increasing it. I'll leave it at 10 when I go up to 25 because that seemed to work okay. And I don't know, see what happens. Okay, we jumped another 5. So now we're jumping 5 megawatts instead of, but I think that's because we're also increasing this. I think if we weren't increasing our primary, we would be going up by 4 at a time, which is okay. 2.67, so let's bring this down to 71. Okay. We're balanced-ish. Good enough. What are you doing? You're coming down. Okay. Which I guess I don't need to anymore since we're going to be going up. 20. Yeah, we're pretty close to that 30 megawatts. I should only take a couple other notches. So let's leave the heat where it is. The primary where it is. Go 25 and go 5. And now I am going to go triple speed. Oh. Oh. Why are you falling so fast? Oh, wait. It's coming back? What? I didn't touch anything. You guys saw that, right? I went down to like 2.62 and then just came back. Whatever. I don't understand this game. You guys thought I made videos because I knew how to do stuff. I make videos because I have no life. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. So we did not go up 5. Oh, that's because we didn't have more primary. We went up 4. Okay, that's as expected. Okay, 3/4. And this is where we started. Remember, this was our starting setup. We had 10, 307, 25, and 5. So right back where we were, and we're doing 23 or 24 megawatts, as expected. Okay. What happens if we do another one? Let's go single speed, because I want to reduce the time in between changing these two numbers to kind of track them and see how it goes. Pressure dropping, temperature dropping a lot. So I don't think I'll go up. I went up 3-ish. I didn't think I would. That's come down quite a ways, so we'll come back more. Okay. 27. Not imbalance. Kind of imbalance. I don't know. Triple speed. Oh yeah. Let's change this to low. Come off of external power. We should be fueling our... Normally I'd be fueling my gen sets, but, you know. Let's not. That's a little high. That's probably on account of my low primary speed. What are my fuel rod temperatures at? Oh, yeah. Or control rod temperatures. Those are great. Super. Okay, so we were able to get there. Can we do another one? Let's find out. Actually, let's see what we broke. Whoops. Did we break anything? Nope. We're good. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, that's as expected. So cool. Cool beans. It's 6. Oh, that's pretty low. Let's go 69.5. No, 0.6, because I double clicked it on accident. Okay. And let's do another one. Single speed. Notice how our what do you call that? Level is rising as our whoops. As all this is rising. Is that going to be enough heat to get us to 70? I don't... I keep hitting my mic. Sorry, guys. I don't think it is. I'm surprised we got it at 60, to be honest. And it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Nope. Need more beans. Give it the beans. That is not a movie quote. That's a Discord quote. A Nuclearis Discord quote. Okay, bring that back up. A little bit higher than I wanted. That's all right. 32, so we're over. So it wasn't too bad. Yeah, this is coming up now like we wanted. And this is going down, right? Our pressure's coming up, temperature's coming up because we're adding more heat. So that all makes sense. So that all tracks. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now what I'd like to do is leave it here. Maybe I'll reduce a little bit. I really want to track this now. Switching gears, and I want to keep this around 2.7. What is supposed to happen is that after about a day, I'm supposed to be able to put rods back in, and it will kind of level itself out. Although my temperature is a little lower than... Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. One of the things we were testing was a different temperature at about 330. But we did it at the exact same time that they updated the calculations for the steam generator and stuff. So we weren't sure which it was. Oh, and I'm not getting enough heat to make this work, yet I'm showing imbalance. Interesting. Maybe a little bit on the water side, which I would expect, though that was still in the center. Whatever. What I'm going to do is bring this down. And just park it at 25 megawatts, give or take. give or take. Give or take. Again, if you guys give me feedback on the audio, it's too loud, too quiet. Although I'm going to edit with my editing software, I think, before I upload it, so I don't get YouTube, whatever adjusted. And hopefully you cannot hear the clicking, clacking, or my breath sounds as much. That is concerning. Not concerning. Typically this what's the word? Is the precursor to where it's going to be here. Oh, look at that. Are we at 7 hours after startup? There it is. That's when we first pulled rods. We happened to see it. We saw the little jump. 2.6 again. Yep, there's our little spike. Okay, let's take this down another one and go there. Nope, too far. We'll go there. And we know that when it's there, we only need 10 on the primary, so we'll do that. It's happy like that. Oh, that is going down, though. This is current. This is as a result of... that's going to mirror what we did 7 hours ago. So when I say that this is going to be problematic, I mean, that's a future me problem. Let's speed up time. Okay. Yeah, we're at 24, so that's pretty good. And we're just going to leave it here and ride our resistor banks to the end of time. Yeah. Oh, look. And they're not jumping. What? Are they broken? Oh, okay. Now we're back to normal. Jumping around. There it is, the initial pull. We should see a couple more. I don't think they will be. But notice how people freak out about Xenon spikes. Notice how we were up. I didn't check how high we are. What is probably around over 30 something. And it didn't touch anything. Although that got low. Let's go 67.5. Our temperature stayed at 307. So don't freak out about that stuff. Okay. I am going to cut away and come back because this is going to be really boring and nobody wants to watch this. So, I'm just going to let it run for mini game hours and see how our iodine, the Xenon tracks. What we were running into, I guess I never explained why I wanted to test this. It looked like we were running into is that this inevitable shutdown, reactor death by Xenon, where with 1 core, 2 cores, 4 cores, after starting, it seemed that it was this eventual, especially when you had to crank up power to meet some of that ridiculous demand on day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. To meet some of those super high demands, we were having to increase temperature, pull more rods, filter out boron, and that was causing our Xenon to just slowly increase, and eventually it got to where it killed us. The reactor couldn't maintain temperature, and we had to shut it down. It looks like things, either we don't know if it's our method or if the calculations have changed such that we can now maintain that output without killing the reactor. That's what we're testing. So you'll notice I just dumped 1.5 and it's not increasing the temperature at all. Again, that's that iodine reactivity. And this is current. This is real time. more or less, whereas this is 7 hours ago. And we see that this is pretty close to where that was. I don't mind that, where that is. But this one I want to keep at 2.7. And eventually, I actually don't know what it looks like because I haven't tested it myself. I've only seen others test it. I should be able to put this rods back in slowly but surely because the temperature will just rise. And this will go over 2.7 after a certain amount of time. What causes that? I'm not exactly sure. But that's what I'm going for, is to see if we've gotten away from that. If it doesn't at about this 300 temperature, then what I need to do is do another test at 330 degrees and see if it is the temperature. If I can keep it at 307, which is pretty close to 300, then I know it was the calculations as opposed to the new temperature that we were testing out and talking about. So I will cut away and come back when something exciting happens. All right, I brought you back just to show. If you notice the time stamp, I think I haven't advanced that long, maybe an hour in game. But I wanted to show the steam water flow balance, that those numbers eventually look like they kind of matched up. And what I envision is kind of two sine waves, right? Two waves that are kind of ping ponging all over each other, and then eventually they get in sync and kind of line up over time. And that's what I think these are doing. And they're not bouncing all over the place. This needle isn't bouncing all over the place anymore. This one is, but I think the bounces are much less. So anyway, just a little neat thing. And nothing else has really changed other than at one point I was able to pull out rods by 2 and nothing happened. So I am having to pull out rods way more frequently. And this is one of the things we were talking about is at this rate of keep that finger in it. At this rate of having to pull out rods this fast, eventually we're gonna get to 0. Right? We're not even. When did we start up? I guess I can find that out. 11. We are 8 game hours in, and I've had to pull rods 10%. So if I'm having to pull rods 10% every 8 hours, again, that leads us to the end of that cliff to try and maintain the temperature that we want. And just since I've been talking, I got to pull another one. So, yeah, that's what we're really looking for and watching here. Anyway, I'll cut away and come back, and we'll see how this ends up. Okay, bringing you back because... Oh, maybe it's premature. Never mind. I had one of those weird bumps. I lowered rods, and my iodine reactivity was down pretty low in the 250. It came down again. I was just about to increase it, and all of a sudden it started spiking. But it looks like that was premature. So I'm pretty far down on the rods. Look, notice the time. What, 4 hours? Less than 4 hours. Game hours since the last time I brought you guys in. And look how far we've come on the rods. So not looking good for 300. I think 330 is going to have to be our magic number. Everything else has stayed basically the same. So anyway, all right, back to the salt mines, and we'll keep going. Okay, welcome back. Reactivity's climbing. I haven't touched it for a minute. I got down to 39, and it's gone up a little bit. So that's of iodine, I mean. So that's different. This is what I was actually looking for. Is for it to go up. And as it goes up, in theory, I should have to put rods back in because the temperature is going to climb. Is it going to keep doing it? Nope. 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 Yeah, see, it's another one of those kind of... Well, maybe? What? You guys are watching this, right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. It's going up a little bit. Well, I haven't had to touch rods for a while, but that's still way lower than 39. That's I don't know. Go back and check on it. This is not a whack. Didn't touch anything. Don't know why it's out of whack. That is higher. I don't know if it's going to get to a point and then come back down again. I haven't touched a thing. Except for this. Oh, maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Okay, let's run back. Alright, so now it is going back down. But not nearly as fast. I haven't had to pull rods for a minute. So I don't know what's going on. This is kind of new territory. Yeah, no, I don't have a. I thought I was gonna have a conclusion for you guys already, but because as this was going down, I'm pulling rods more and more and more and more and more. I'm going, oh, no, man, we're doing like one. Now we're doing. I was pulling more than 1% rods an hour. There was no way that was sustainable, but it looks like it's leveled off. 2.65. I don't think 39 is that magic number. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and stare at this for a while. So it's probably more exciting to either go dig a hole or watch paint dry. Grass growing is also probably more exciting than this. Oh, it went up. So I'll let you guys go and keep staring at this. And we'll come back in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. So if you look, my reactivity is about the same. It stayed at 2.65 for the most part. Well, you can see it's been several game hours. There were a couple times I noticed it spiking, like it'd go 2.68 real fast and then it would kind of come back down. It just sat at 2.65 relentlessly. 2.66 for a little bit, but 2.65 just now went down to 2.64. So we'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, it looks like I finally hit that equilibrium. And I think we got it around, what was it, a 100 or 200 game time. So that's, if you figure, that's what, 12 hours? I don't know, I can't do math. About 15 game hours in or so, you kind of hit that equilibrium, I suppose. Again, I think these rods are a lot farther than I wanted to pull them. But I didn't touch my boron. We stopped it at, I think, 3010, and it just naturally goes down on its own. So, but I have not filtered any of that, and I added to it. I haven't touched anything for a while. So we'll leave this here and see what it does. But you can see that our core temperature is very stable. That's what it's been as the few times I've glanced throughout this video. This is the temperature it's been right around here within a few hundredths. Well, maybe even, yeah, hundredths, I'd say. So, anyway, yeah, we'll keep going for a little bit longer, but I think that's what it is. You just have to leave the boron alone, and that's what I was doing wrong earlier, was getting to 50 and then filtering out boron, which kept changing, maybe pushing that goalpost back. And what I should have been doing is leaving the boron alone and just pull rods. If I don't want to pull this mini, maybe I increase the temperature. But yeah, just wanted to give you a quick update, and we'll get back to it, and I'll bring it back later. All right, so it hasn't been that much longer since I sent you all away, but my reactivity is finally going down a little bit. And it's not having a massive effect on the temperature, but it has dropped a few hundredths. Ooh, and it's like continuing to drop. So, yeah. So this is where I would pull a little bit. Let's just try 3 and see what that does for us. Yeah, brought it back a bit. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, you guys are watching this, right? You guys saw that? Kind of strange and a little unexpected. Yeah. Okay. I mean, still the temperatures we're talking about minor changes here, but it is just different. So now it's almost like it's resuming its descent. 265 is where we had it before. Around 307.8 was where we had it before. So I don't know. This is. I mean, I expect to have to pull rods a little bit every once in a while, but at least it's not 1% an hour. Although I am down 0.6. So okay, I think we're okay here now. So I'll leave that alone for a little bit, and yeah, this is way different. Yeah. But it has been nice. I mean, I was able to walk away. I went and got some snacks, got myself a nice cool beverage, came back. This is much better than having to pull rods as frequently as I was, as you guys watched me doing it. So even since I brought you back, I've been doing triple speed. Oh yeah, watch this. It's like going line by line. It does that every once in a while. I was noticing. It works its way up. But anyway, so just a little oddity. This tends to go up and down and up and down very slightly. Still always in the 13s, but yeah, it keeps changing. So, okay, we'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. Okay, I brought you back again. I keep forgetting. Maybe I should write it down where I keep pausing uh, the video because I'm actually pausing the recording. I'm not just cutting you guys in and out. So, um, that line looks weird. Is it going down? No, I guess not. I don't know. To me, it looks strange. Um, so we're down to 2.64. We are we pulled rods over 12 hours ago. Remember, the game starts in the 9 o'clock hour, and we pulled shortly after. So our startup time was at 11. I forget what time we connected, but noon was definitely 24 hours. So I'm gonna try pulling rods by 0.1. Okay, do another one. There we go. So it looks like and it's been a few hours. So every few hours, 0.2. Yeah, I'm okay with. Oh, 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 oh. It did the same thing. That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what's going on. But I think this is probably good for this test. Um, I guess I wasn't watching. If it's 0.2 every 3 hours, I mean, that'll, thinking mouse, that will last us a lot longer than it was. Fissionable material, I've been having AO run around do his thing. Let's refresh this. It's probably pretty close. Yeah, 99%. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but um, where are you? Is that in stereo for you guys? Oh, 264. So that went down pretty fast. Maybe I needed to give it another one. Either way, 0.3, 0.2, 0.5 is every few hours. I can live with. That's better than 1% per hour. It just took a while to get there. So yeah, that's gonna be my next thing. I guess is just give it. What do we say? 15 in-game hours or so. Just pull rods, stick with it, and watch the react. Yeah, so down again, up again, down again, up again. Um, and yeah, that's a good indicator. This guy we haven't worried about too much. That one I don't know. Anyway, so okay, I'm good with this one for now. So to recap, we tested the new startup method using 10 on our primary pump. We also only did boron to 3,000 instead of 31 on startup. Um, we no, we let it go to 60, and we forgot instead of pulling it at 50. That was one of the things I was going to test. And we pulled, or we didn't pull, we started our secondary pump without priming it first, and it still worked out. I wonder what that would look like priming it. And what else did we test? And then we kind of just let it run. Oh, we did the test for meeting demand up and down. Still seems to work, except for we need less primary to do all this. I think this 2.5 to 1 ratio works. What I mean by that is if you keep your secondary 2.5 times whatever your primary is, I think that's pretty good. Meaning as this goes up and down, you can match with this, and I think that has more of an effect than it used to. I used to just use the primary to compensate when I didn't have enough heat to get the steam outlet where I needed it. But I think those days have changed. It's not quite that hands off anymore. The primary would play more of a role. And I think that it that's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just a thing. So just have to watch it a little bit more. But you can see that our numbers are doing really well. And how are we doing over here? Yeah, we're still down a little, but again, not terrible. Not the end of the world. So that's our recap. Oh, let's take a quick glance at the here. See how we ended up. Where we at? Visible material. Oh, 97. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. At some point, this wouldn't work. It'll run out, but we'll probably have to service the core before then. What we'll try is a higher temperature, leaving boron at 3000 again, and see what we get. So anyway, there you go. I'm sorry if this was boring. I don't know. Maybe you guys liked it. Watching me and hearing me work through this stuff. This is kind of how I do my tests. I don't write things down as much as I should, but please leave feedback on audio quality, how my voice sounds, loudness, things like that. I think I've been peaking more as I've been watching my little monitor, and game sounds too. Is the footsteps too quiet? The pump sounds too quiet. AO's voice, if that needs to come up, because I'm not going to touch any settings until I hear back from you guys, because I don't want to adjust things and then forget what they were at. Kind of like I do in game. So anyway, okay, we're going to call this a night. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm Leonidas, and I will see you again soon.